So I had asked you, I want to experience more bliss. And we had talked about some points on that, like to meditate more and to set intentions during meditation. And we also spoke about experiencing less life. So I'm surprised with that. Do we have to just meditate all the time to experience bliss? And if that's the case, what is the use of that bliss? Why can't we be a package of being busy and being successful and pulling in people into meditation and as well as being blissful, a package like you?
That's why life is here. Why did we take a human life? We took a human life to experience more, to know our greatness, the greatness of this consciousness. And so here to experience more. And what is that more is equal to your purpose. We all have come with certain thing. So it's meditation, we align to it, and then we experience it. It's not, bliss is not necessarily the state that you want to go to, because you try to go there, but if it's not your purpose, that what you come here for, you'll never be happy there. That's why people who try to do that and they're not happy. Okay. It may be some people's design to be that, but by default, we're here to experience something. And so we experience it. That's why we say samsara is nirvana. So being here, don't go away, and then experience it. What do you experience? Aligning to your purpose. If you have to be a business person doing a business or business, you do that. If you have to be a singer, you do it. Right? Everything has a place and value. And so then we do what we intend, what we came here to do. What is coming here to do is nothing but what gives us deep happiness. So we're trying to align to it through meditation to gain that clarity. But in meditation, when we recognize that there is something far greater is there than happiness, then we start looking at the temporariness of our current experience. So we stay detached to it. That's the key. Then we come back and say, what I'm experiencing is so little. Okay. So why am I holding on to it? Why am I just constantly being with this? So we stay detached to the experience and we constantly seek and higher models of pleasure and happiness and the learning. That's what will happen.
Okay, so there is a sense of attachment as well as a detachment as we practice.
We are very, very attached. But then when we are experiencing these larger things, then you know that there is something far beyond here. So I should not just limit myself to what I'm doing. I got my current work is the most important, so I give all 16 hours to it because I have to earn more money. When you meditate, you experience some bliss. Wow, this is feels so good compared to even my money brought me or my work brought me. And so why am I just getting stuck in this, my work all the time? Let me take that extra 1 hour time and try to do this. And so by doing so, you have already made an initial step of getting detached to what you're doing, right? And moving towards more spontaneous things that are coming into your life.
Hello, friends. Good morning, great afternoon and evening to all. Welcome back to week 5 of Harmony. I'm so happy to see all of you join this journey, complete 4 weeks of it. And I'm sure you're all are aware of the transformative journey you're already on. Now that we're into 4 weeks of knowledge, wisdom, and of course, daily meditation. So my name is Radhika. I'm from Los Angeles. I started my journey just like you in 2020, right in the middle of pandemic, doing the 40-day course. The 40 days, end of 40 days, the transformation in me is more than obvious. It completely transformed me. I would say it became like an anchor to my life. And it's been smooth sailing since then. And I've attended all 40-day sessions, not just one, almost all of them since then, because it's like a pill you take, right? So here we are in week 5. I'm sure you're all eager to learn more, get more knowledge, more wisdom. And we're going to start off this week on spiritual intelligence, knowing more about purpose and meaning of life, and bringing all those concepts we learned together. So without taking much time, I will hand it over to Chandra. Welcome back, Chandra. Over to you.
Thank you, Radhika. Happy evening, dear friends and masters. Great morning and afternoon. When we know big picture, it becomes easy to accept, it becomes easier to take decisions. If the horizon is short, you're in traffic, you're on the road, you're going, you got very, very important meeting, you're counting minutes. Sitting in the car, then you see, only thing you can see is in front ahead of you, and it's all blocked, chock-a-block. But for a Google Maps friends, it would have been so much challenge. We don't know whether we'll reach or not reach because we can't see anything beyond what we see right there. But if you go up and then see a big picture of the whole traffic pattern for the whole circuit, then which is what Google is giving us now, and you look at the maps and say, okay, so only the next 300 meters, it's like this, it's all red. Otherwise, it's all, I can see a nice blue or green, whatever color it shows. Then we take it easy. Okay, I still can go. Oh, it's all red. Seems like definitely I can't reach. So I make phone calls to make the other thing. When we elevate ourselves to see a bigger picture, then we are able to accept and we're able to make a better decision. You're with me. Spiritual intelligence is that. Spiritual intelligence is giving us a larger than life understanding of how things are happening. Nature of personal reality, nature of cosmic reality. We look to explore a little bit of those during this week. Some we have learned, some concepts, that we are one with everything, that there is enough for everybody, abundance, because the field is unlimited. But there are some concepts still are required to understand. And when a child is born with a disability, then the first thing they say is, oh gosh, God is so harsh. So we hear all kinds of stuff and say we don't have a answer. So some of these answers, when you have a bigger picture, bigger understanding, then it becomes easy to put things in perspective. Same thing is about a purpose. When we have a better understanding of where we are going, what a purpose is, something that is being revealed to us through our intuitive capabilities, intuitive intelligence. Intuition is that unlimited intelligence that is speaking to you. That's intuition. That unlimited intelligence out there, which is speaking to you, bringing all that through to you, is intuition. Intelligence of this whole quantum field. So drawing unlimited intelligence is intuition, and drawing the limited material intelligence is our conscious mind. And so we are getting revealed. And so when we have this big picture of what our life, where we are going, so it becomes easy to put things in perspective. And so we'll attempt to understand some of these aspects this week. Most certainly, that question that people ask, what is my purpose? If you're questioning already, what is my purpose? the things that give us happiness deeply. And so how do you find this out? So we'll try to discuss some of this concept as we go along. Before that, let's go into a meditation difference once again. Breath mindfulness meditation we're practicing. Our goal is to empty the mind. Our goal is to observe the breath and then allow it to take us to meditative states, either an empty state of mind or an experiential state of the body. Let me try to share this presentation here. Yes. So you sit down as you see in the picture, either on the floor in the chair, cross-legged, fingers into fingers, hands in your lap comfortably, rested, eyes closed. If you're wearing spectacles, remove them, and then observe your normal natural breath. And observe the breath slowly, slowly, slowly. The thoughts tend to come down, and then mind slowly, slowly may become empty. Our mind may go into a state of experience where involuntarily we're experiencing sensation in our body. And be a witness to those. In case you have thoughts, attention back to your breath again and observe, and slowly, slowly you will go into the meditative states. Called breath mindfulness meditation. We're going to spend maximum time in this process. And then before that, we're doing something called heart elevation. Just follow my guidance. And very, very easy for a few minutes. And we do this. Welcome to those of you who are first timers for this program. We're always encouraging everyone to join. It's so easy to practice and get into this path without waiting for the next program. So relax yourself, dear friend, sit comfortably. Relax your body. If you have earphones, you have a better experience of meditation because the musics often have low notes. And slowly, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap. Observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Allow yourself to merge into your in-breath and the out-breath, and allow yourself to experience that emptiness inside of you, all around you. All emptiness is energy. This is that unlimited quantum field of energy. The longer you stay aware of it, the more possibilities you draw into your life. stay aware of that emptiness, that energy, that void. We are less matter, more energy. The longer you stay connected to this field, the more unlimited you become. Merge into your breath and merge into the emptiness of yourself. Everybody and everything are connected in this field of energy. Your greater consciousness. tolerance. Let's express gratitude. Gratitude is the highest state of receivership. Can you be grateful to your parents, your teachers, your mentors, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives, everybody? Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals, to everything you use, the technology, the government, the companies, the systems. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent quantum field for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Relax your body. Feel your body and let your autonomous nervous system repair your body. Recollect your experiences from the session. And whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then open your eyes. Okay, dear friends. You could explore yourself more. Once again, congratulations to all of you who could join yesterday's 3-hour meditation. I saw many enthusiastically participating. It's a good way of really exploring the unlimited part of ourselves. Because when you are longer, if you have 5 minutes with a grand mentor, we learn a little bit. But you have 2 hours with that mentor, we learn a lot. You have 2 hours with that mentor, we learn a lot. Things roll one after the other, you ask, they tell you, and then many things happen. That's what is happening. When we go in for a longer period of time, in that emptiness, which is that intelligent feel, that then we are conversing, we are receiving. We're downloading a lot of information through pineal gland, and which is coming handy. We enhance our consciousness. That's what we call a reprogramming our mind through meditation. So as we are relaxed in, I would like us to understand this week the concept of spiritual quotients, some concepts. There are so many. I mean, now our week 1, an overview of meditation. Scientifically, what's happening, we understood a bit. What's not meditation, what is meditation, experiences, how to interpret and all of that. Let me just get to this. So week 1, on this left side chart, so we understood the overview, then we explored how meditation is developing a physical quotient, an intelligent quotient, left side and then bottom. Physical quotient, we got energy, we got health. So we are back in action to participate and fulfill all our passions. We're here to live. And so we need that basic health. So physical health is there. We understood how meditation is giving. Intelligence, we understood our mental wellness is there. Our abilities are increasing. All of that in second week. The manifestation quotient, where we are developing the mind significantly, the visualization capability, the neural network capacity is increasing. So the mind is about creation, conscious mind. And so we understood how manifestation concepts can be furthered, so we experience to the full. Experience full. Where you are thinking of doing a mountain climbing nearby to a 10,000 feet mountain, now with manifestation understanding, you are not shying away from going after the 20,000 feet mountain. Everything is to the maximum. Everything is to the limitless. So manifestation is about exploring significantly to experience more. We multiply and we celebrate, when we multiply our experience a lot more with emotional intelligence. That was the topic all of last week. So physical body, physical mind, and so we are exploring, we understood enough. I want to understand that big picture. And so then when you understand the big picture of why, one is to go after creating things, but another is to go after creating more meaningfully, so that we all fit into the piece of a puzzle very well. So coherently we operate together. We do our bit, somebody else is doing their bit, so we get maximize our experience knowingly. So the spiritual quotient is, when you understand it, then it becomes more meaningful. Sure, our life will be more meaningful, and then we feel like we're contributing something to make a difference. This is really how we want to say that with us a quantum foundation. We want to see that every leader, every corporate employee, every government official, every youth who is becoming a leader of tomorrow want to understand the spiritual quotient deeply. so that we look at things differently. We look from a bigger picture perspective in the way we deal in our day-to-day matters, in our businesses. So there are 5 things, dear friends, in spiritual quotient that we want to understand. And some of these concepts that bits and pieces we understood, but we're going to put perspective to it, and we connect the dots here today. The first thing is that everything is inside me. Everything is inside me. That means all people are connected to me. I'm no different from the planet, no different from the animal, not from the other people around me. And we're going to understand this through quantum physics principles. Just bear with me, but understand these 5 things. Everything is inside me. I am one with everything. Second is that I have unlimited potential. I'm one with everything, but I have also unlimited potential, infinite potential in me. Third, I am creating my reality. Nobody is responsible. I am creating my reality by me. Fourth, there is abundance. There is enough for everybody. There is enough for everybody. And there is enough for everybody. When we operate in that consciousness, you can easily understand where it is leading to. That greed, that dominance, that manipulation, all of them must cease to exist when we understand this concept. Fifth one is that there is some higher intelligence that's constantly helping me. And the help is only a thought away. Five principles of what we call spiritual scientific temperament. Spiritual scientific temperament. We've written them clearly in our website. And said the whole idea of this program is to develop the scientific temperament, to understand these are the 5 principles, so that, and we'll see how a person before having this understanding was after having the understanding how they would look at things. Greek philosopher Heraclitus said this. Basically, he's saying that we are always a changed person. No man can step into the same river twice, because a new man and a new river. We are a constantly changing personality. You know it, our thoughts change. So we were not the same an hour ago, depending on where you're spending your time. We're constantly changing. Until the last night, the person might have been the biggest, most dreaded criminal, but this morning, a total transformation could easily take place. We know it. Now we've seen it. All it takes is a significantly transformative event, one emotional event that is sufficient for someone to make a decision for life, to not behave the way they behaved before. So just the way the water of the river is constantly in flow. So when you step into the river, what you touch, when you make a second step, you're not touching the same, because by then the water has moved on. So we are constantly changing. And so we're now the same person. And so we don't hold on to the dogma, the beliefs that have been there, because we're always changing. We don't hold on to the past. And so it is saying that, hey, keep exploring the new. Keep exploring the new, because you are changing all the time. So let's explore one by one. Everyone is inside me. The quantum physics equivalent is that we are less matter, more energy. And we are the single big, large quantum energy field. In week 3, we have talked about this in detail. Specifically speaking, on day 16 masterclass, covers this quantum energy field, the properties of it. What did we say? We are 99.99% emptiness. And so we all are interconnected, as an emptiness is nothing but a wave function, it's energy. Energy is interconnected all the time. So we are intricately connected with each other as a single big large energy field, just like multiple light sources like light bulbs, they all mix up into one single common light. There's no way to separate it. You take water of different containers, different color, you mix them up, then there's no way to separate it. And so same way, we are 99.99% energy, basically nearly energy, and that energy is wave, so they're always intermixed, they're connected. Literally, there's no separation. It's called quantum entanglement. We're connected as one single big large field, not separate. When we feel, suppose you're lifting a weight, you try to use your left hand. When left hand is not sufficient, what do? We readily reach out to the right hand and then use the right hand, isn't it? So you are helping the left hand with the right, and you're naturally reaching out for help to the right. So dear friends, when we feel that connectedness, which is what happening every day in our meditation, that we drop our body, we drop this matter, so we experience that energy field, we become that one energy field that we are, where the whole connection is there, you come, and then so as obvious as when the left hand needs help, the right is asked, and then right is also coming and doing it, we become that easy in asking for help and giving help to others. We don't feel obligated to ask for help from others, and then neither do you feel difficulty of any nature to give our time for others. This is going to happen. Meditation makes us experience that wholeness enough that we feel we are one. We feel like we want to do things together. Just like a family, wife, husband, and children, and the way they always think as one unit. They don't feel they're different. If you're buying ice cream, you feel like, yes, I need to have ice cream for them and him. And so your family, you're buying ice cream for everybody. It's automatic, right? You don't need to ask. You are coming home and you are, ordering something, you think of them. It's connection. It is oneness, dear friends. So I want us to recognize that when we recognize this, when we experience it enough in meditation, then our differences drop significantly. We are at ease with every colleague in office. We feel they are the same as you. There's no separateness. There's only oneness. So then our intentions change, because who are you trying to exploit? Who are you trying to manipulate? Who are trying to, dominate here, or expose here, or cross over here? In the businesses, you try to hold information to you close to the chest so that, people, you feel like your importance is maintained. All of those kind of stuff drops. We start sharing. We understood when we're explaining emotional intelligence from a body perspective. When we are happy, then we're sharing. We're understanding the concept of the top-down approach here. When you see that we're all connected by default, and then we experience it energy field. When you do enough study of this concept, then friends, and meditation makes us experience enough of it, and then we start feeling the connection automatically. Cooperative, teamwork, and corporate employees, you become more cooperative automatically. Everything is connected to the meditation because it is making you experience it. Without experience, it's an intellect concept. Yes, okay, quantum field, it's a big, large field with all energy. So I don't know what the hell that means. It is a concept, just an intellectual thingy, that's all. There's nothing more to it. But we experience, and then we actually feel that way towards other person, and we start recognizing it. Separateness to oneness, dear friends. Beginning of establishing a golden planet. Beginning of a golden planet. If everybody on the planet were to meditate and feel that way, then there is no conflict. It's done. true meaning of, telephone companies use it, one world, right? They use one world very nicely, connectedness. But you have to literally bring that out into every aspect of life, one world. That's when I understood what one world truly means, is to feel that connection to everybody. And so then by default, in everything we do, we cooperate. And everything we do, we don't hesitate to ask for help. Two-way, right? Giving and receiving. The second thing, dear friends, that big, large field of quantum, and we said this, and it has infinite possibilities. Why? Because it's all energy, right? And you are energy, I'm energy, everybody's energy, the planets, the plants, and everything is energy. They're all, that means they're molecules, atoms, they all are showing up as energy. And so what combinations you can take to experience something? What kind of combinations of them you can take? Because every experience is nothing but a combination of a pattern of electrons and neutrons taken and collapsed into a physical experience through observation, right? You, me, and a lot of people that are there in this workshop right now, on our laptops, our cell phones, from various places where we're dialing in, and all of this been collectively observed by us, and so we became, and we participate in this experience. So the field has infinite possibilities because it's all in the shape of energy and everything is there in it, intermixed. So we take whatever that we observe, take any combination. So any number of possibilities exist. And it is, the next one talks about it. We said it is all based on observation. So these possibilities we know can be drawn into our life. So infinite possibilities means infinite potential for us. How many ways you can create things? How many ways you can create things? Can answer that. Infinite. How many ways you can express your love and compassion and gratitude to people around you in a way that you become one with them? You say you have infinite. How many ways you can experience that power, that energy that you have? One is creation, another is compassion, gratitude, love, and another is how many ways you can experience that energy to what is the level of experience you can have. Whatever that you want to experience, what is the level of it? You can have small, you can have bigger, any amount. When we have infinite potential, so dear friends, when you have this understanding, guess what is happening? You are on your own. You feel so powerful. You now feel powerless. You now feel disempowered. That's what it is doing. When we recognize that we have unlimited potential in me, dear friends, you are self-empowered. You are empowered from inside. Otherwise, we seek a position. We seek somebody else to say, okay, now you are this. So we need always some position, some power, something, so that now we seek external empowerment to do things. But here we have internal empowerment. If people are come and work with us, we are happy. If they don't come and work with us, we still can go forward, ultimately towards what? To what we really love to do. So we don't feel helpless. We're happy if people come and help. We are still happy when they don't come and help because we know we are confident we go forward in our life. So a business leader, when there are challenges, then a business leader, when they feel that, hey, come on, it's all in me. How much I think, how much I imagine, and how much I dream, and how miraculous I can think is where I can move forward. And so never feel helpless about lack of funding situation, lack of employee situation, or critical employees leaving, or critical team members leaving, or somebody is not cooperating, suddenly somebody calling sick. Many things come, and for many things we worry. And then here, dear friend, when we have this understanding, we stop worrying. Instead, we go forward, we exhibit an amount of confidence and then go forward. And that is sufficient to rally the team members. That's on one side. And then because it's unlimited, so I become a lot more creative. We know that we can. And so we become creative, we experience new things. We experience many new things. We differentiate, we add new value. So we no longer become, the status quo. As a business, as a company, technology, innovation, we don't do status quo stuff. Just copy paste the product sheets, just make some minor incremental changes and then still try to get money from the clients. We don't do that. Instead, we want to truly see there is a value to them. We work towards that. Why? It's because we ourselves want to feel good about it. And we know that it's possible to change the way we wrote the systems before, but we don't hesitate. We don't doubt. All of this is encompassed, dear friends, when we recognize I have unlimited potential in me. And how do you recognize it? With meditation, we start becoming very open about what we can aspire for and not. We start becoming very open. We talked about this. We become very, very open. Second step of manifestation. When you start becoming open, you no longer close the doors for many things. Instead, you start experimenting with yourself. You say, let me start my business. It happens. You say, let me, in a critical situation, you come out because you got that positivity going, and so then you're able to give a solution. You get a lot more confidence. Yes, I handled it last time. I can handle even more now. I'll tell you, in my case, my last company was the first big success for me. And then ever since that happened, now it just feels like I can easily start another one. And then it is only a limitation of what I can think of setting a target for it. It's really how literally I feel. When we started Buddha's Quantum Foundation, I just felt that way. You are going through your experiences. I walked through with Patriji. I've seen in front of my house things grew. With nothing, things got created, and millions of people, through his efforts, are practicing meditation. And so you recognize and say, yes, it's possible. The Pyramid Valley International Meditation Center we established in the year 2003, when I established, we were getting about 5, 10, 15 visitors. In a month, if we had 100 visitors, it is great. But in front of our eyes, dear friends, we see now about 300,000 visitors annually, and the number is only growing. And we know it's possible. If you are thinking miraculously, if you recognize that you got the potential. So friends, when you have this, our businesses thrive. No leader will ever feel helpless, no employee ever feel helpless, because you fundamentally are empowered from inside. That's a concept here. And then the next one, dear friends, is where we're saying, my reality by me. What is a quantum physics principle? Our observation manifests the possibility. Our observation manifests the possibility. That's a quantum physics principle. Which means I am the one who is cause of every experience in my life. No more finger pointing. I say, it's you. It's because of you didn't do your jobs. It's happening to me. We got to really understand this concept so much, friends. And it took me a while to really go through. And then they recognized it and said, all situations are drawn by us. Either now, either the recent past, either a past, where some way or the other we wish, we regret in many ways. And so then we end up experiencing here. These are to be experimented. Quantum physics did not put any fine print on exceptions. The double-slit experiment is just out in the open there. So observation manifests the possibility. So then only cooperation that exists, because we start blaming, we start taking ownership. We take ownership. No blame game. No compliance. No judgments about things. And so we look at and say, what should I be doing at any given situation? We are fully onto it. It is about either you are directly responsible or your colleagues are responsible, let us say. When you are responsible, you know it, you got to do it. Now, if your colleagues are responsible, now what do you do before? We would sweep it under the carpet. We were not ready to take on to help before. We're not ready to take on to give help or take it to the right authority. Suppose they are sweeping things under the carpet. They're not really doing their job right. Before, if we let it happen, then we know that 3 months later, at the client delivery situation, things can really fail. So then what happens? Your purpose of being in the company gets jeopardized. You are there to either, maybe earn money, have deeper satisfaction with your work, or, grow into your next level of, the projects or your goals of life. And so you want to be making sure that you take control of it. Now, part of it, take charge of it. And part of it is what? If you are in a larger group, you still have the responsibility to see that others are also progressing forward so that you also progress forward. It's not about your individual work, it's about a group work. So our responsibility, this is how we draw things into our lives, saying that, oh, because of him, I didn't do it. Because in the first place, we not even paid attention. And many times where they couldn't do, and then we never brought it to the right authority. Feeling that, okay, they feel bad, they may not, they'll create, some kind of situation with us. They start disliking us, they start being partial to us. So we worry about many things. But dear friends, when we recognize it's my reality by me, then we take responsibility. For our work directly, for others' work indirectly, by what is our responsibility in the situation, we do it. Then everyone takes responsibility on their own in an organization when they recognize that. And so no blame. So we have a beautiful environment to go forward, dear friends. And the last one, not last one, fourth one, abundance is everywhere. But these are unlimited opportunities in the field, right? They said we are unlimited potential possibility. And so the principle applied not only to you, is for others person also, everybody. Every organization has unlimited opportunity. You have it, the other person has it. So then, what is the need to have greed? When there is abundance, when there is unlimited opportunity. Now, how are you doing with meditation? Now, my reality by me with meditation, you are able to increase your focus, right? Meditation is helping us to observe with a single mind, single point focus, isn't it? And so you're able to get what you're looking to have. Meditation is increasing a neural circuit, so your visualization power is higher. And so then you visualize, and then neural circuits are stronger, so you visualize better. You have greater focus. And meditation helps you to, of course, build awareness, so you reprogram your beliefs. And so all of the package, you're able to create a reality you want. Third statement. So you're really not bothered about pointing fingers, instead take charge. And so, dear friends, this abundance is there for everybody. You understand this concept. First you understand it's for you, it is there. And so then we say, why am I trying to kill competition? What is this word kill competition? That word gets removed from the dictionary. Competition, the way that is seen today, must cease to exist, dear friend. It's going to happen. It's got to happen. Competition is there to excel from each other as an inspiration. I look at somebody, wow, look at them, how beautifully they've drawn it. Look at the fine creation they've done. Can I do? Because you appreciate it. So we appreciate the competition for what they're doing and then take inspiration so that we can do something more creative. That's really how the competition must be seen, not as a way to feel despair, feel low, and in the process you want to really see how to take them down. You don't need to, because abundance is there. You can still create what you want. They'll create what they want. So what is the need to really pull somebody down for you to go up? You visualize, hey, my business is growing beautifully. Quantum field possibility. We must experiment this, friends. My business is growing beautifully. You don't need to visualize, in order for my business to go beautifully, their business is tanking down. We don't need to visualize that. So the greed drops, the manipulation drops, the dominance of on somebody else drops. The single biggest reason that we have all kinds of stress and pressure and terrorism and every problem in the world, dear friends, is only because of resource conflicts. Think about it. The caste boundaries, community boundaries, country boundaries, everything exists only because of resource conflicts. There's one, resource conflicts, and second is the greed or the power, greed of power. Because the two things, we continue to stay divided. We continue to stay divided. When we absorb this, when each of us have our own personal experience of creating things from the field truly, then we stop having this scarcity concept. You know, there is a question asked, hey, I want to become the CEO of my company. You know, there are two other people also vying for the same. So tell me, what do you mean by abundance here? There's only one CEO position. So naturally, three of us are competing. Three of us want to go in there. So how is it possible that then there is no some kind of a competition here? Because there's only one person gets it, right? Other two won't get it. So that's where the conflict comes. That's where the wanting to dominate comes. So that's where, you know, the holding information or manipulation from behind the door, lobbying, all these things happen, isn't it? Because we see it as only one position available, three people are competing. Dear friends, here is the beauty of quantum field. Do we know that are the three people who are competing, that all three of them are still continuing to aspire for it until the decision is made? Do we know that the company is not spinning off three other divisions and creating three CEOs? In Karnataka state where we live here, they created three deputy chief minister roles, three of them. The Wipro company at once had two joint CEOs. They created two CEOs, joint CEOs. There are many ways and do you know that when you aspire for CEO, that you could very well be a CEO of a parallelly, equally strong-sized company, that you could still get an opportunity out there. Not seeing all these possibilities, we think there is only one, and so somehow by hook or crook, I have to get that, and so then we have all kinds of manipulation going. That's scarcely thinking. That means we're not understood, dear friends, this concept of quantum field. The quantum field is ever-expanding field of opportunity. With every thought we think, we create it right then and there. Now, how does it happen beyond the zillions of combination? This is the intelligence of the field that is playing in it. It is a feat to do governance for 1 billion people, right? In an Indian government, for example, is doing an amazing job, a feat to do governance for 1 billion people. And all of it is in a human intelligence, right? You know, the intelligence of humans through a conscious mind have created a lot of systems. Now, if we are able to do for 1 billion people a system, what makes us think that intelligence that created this whole existence is not enough intelligent to manifest things that you're looking for? If we have a solution for every problem in our governance, in democracy, in our governance, we have a solution, we come with a solution. And so is the case with this intelligence, right? It can also come with a solution. If three people want the CEO position, there are many ways to make them aspiration. We already do it as a manager. We make them happy by giving three different things. Same thing, dear friends. It has to be seen as there is abundance, there's no scarcity. Hope you are with me on this. And so the last thing is, we're going to complete this. Last thing is mind over heart. I mean, heart over mind. There is a greater intelligence is always paying attention. So with meditation, we are making that connection to this, tuning into this field every day. We become that energy field. The energy field, which is intelligently expanding itself, creating, is always speaking to us through how? In an unexpected way, through an intuitive ability, through intuition coming in, through an insight that you suddenly say, I don't know, this came to me through my dream. You know, I just got it. And through that unexpected message that you received today morning to your friend or your email or this and that, It is already speaking, always speaking through people, through environment, through your messages, through nature. This intelligence is always speaking to us. We just have to pay attention to tune into it. We got to declutter our mind. Our meditation is doing that, dear friends. Some of you in the beginning of the path of it, you will know it too soon. Very soon you will understand this, of how suddenly things become so clear to you. Your intuition plays so strongly, your gut feel becomes so clear that you know this is how you have to go forward. That's your heart starts speaking. That intelligence is there. It is always helping, is always paying attention. That's awareness, paying attention, and then always trying to tell us in many, many ways of what is the thing that gives us deep happiness. And then when you align to it, what you do next so that you still continue to be happy. If you are making a world tour for 6 months, then you start paying attention to you and start giving you, hey, look at, talk to this person. That person is already experienced. You go to the person, you get the best plan readily. Instead of trying to put like the whole mind-based thing where you get 10 people in the world, 10 top people, you try to evaluate everybody, you tell me what expert you have, what you have, what you have. Versus when you're speaking through this intelligence, dear friend, then you become a lot more efficient, stress-free, because your intuition tells you this agent is going to give you the best information possible. And so you go to that agent, you drop all the 9. Without a doubt, you become very efficient. And so you have the best experience in planning for it. No anxiety. This is happening for business leaders. They make always decisions. We say that, intuitive decisions. With meditation, our intuition significantly develops, dear friends. So that intelligence is there. We pay attention, tune into it. So friends, the old self and the new self, when we have all of this understanding through this quantum field, we are separate, we're thinking separate. Now we become one, so very easy to ask for help, give help. We are very creative. We're no longer holding on to our status quo, resisting things constantly. We resist change. We become very, very creative. We don't resist change because we say that everything I can do, that potential is there in me, so why am I to resist stuff? No more blaming. We own things. We operate in the frame of abundance. When you operate in the frame of abundance, we are fearless. We don't think survival. So then you stop trying to do the same thing. Instead, you start being a lot more creative. And you start cooperating, and you're more heart-centric. So you become very, very efficient in the way you work, and you maximize your experience. Heart-centric, your decisions are beautiful. You don't, last thing you think of is how to lay off people. Last thing to think about. Heart-centric business leader must look at all options possible. They would not hesitate to bring the team together and say, hey, look, guys, we have 2 choices. One is to send 10 people home. Other is to take 10% pay cut. They are so confident, they'll go to people. They know that their message will reach. Today, many, many leaders I know are very scared. They're scared of even suggesting a pay cut because they think that senior people, good people will leave if I do that. Because we all became very polar, very separate. So they're scared to even propose anything like this. Instead, they take the easy option is to just cut off, lay off. The last thing ever should be done by any leader. That's not a hard decision. Therefore, typically a mind decision. There may be a need, and I'm not saying that need won't arise. It's a different thing. But they're fearless before, and then putting it across a decision that's a lot more compassion-oriented. So every leader having the spiritual scientific understanding, dear friends, is a transformed new leader. The companies operate differently. Organizations operate differently. Meditation sure is bringing this change. We've seen it again and again. And then those of you who watch for some of what you're seeing in yourself or in others that you've seen it, please say yes in the chat and support this. And this is our mission. Thank you for listening to this. We continue to amplify this message through all of us. Those of us who transform want to take this message forward. It is okay, each of us on a journey, step at a time. The total understanding will sink in over a period of time, everything only through personal experience, not as an intellectual process. When we have that experience that, hey, I am able to create things by me, then, then you start talking about it. Simple. Thank you. Yes, Radhika.
Yes, thank you, Chandra. A lot of new concepts. Yes, it will take time to understand and experience these things. And that's why we listen to them again and again, so that we can get the concept clearly understood. So we have a quick announcement, and then we'll go for questions. I'm sure a lot of questions might come. Please feel free to ask the questions. Every question is valid, so please feel free to ask. So the quick announcement, friends, we have a book club today, Monday. It's 8 p.m. Indian time and 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. The book today is The Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahamsa Yogananda. That book is so much knowledge about the spiritual, everything that Chandra covered is there in the book. Again, a lot of discussions will add to the knowledge that you learn. So please join the book clubs and learn more, expand the knowledge. So we have Joshi. Please unmute yourself. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, good evening, sir. I'm Joshi. Thank you very much. Today's session was very useful, but I have a doubt, sir. We were talking abundance. Taking from your example itself, see, when we think about each 3 persons want to be a CEO, you get a chance. But if I don't understand that, no, there is only one seat, then we try to manifest our things. Then what happens, sir? If we think that no, there is, I don't think there is no, there are going to be two more designations. So I started manifesting. That means there is a conflict of interest, is it not, sir?
You will still create. You will still create. The universe is still creating. Depending on what your intents are. If your intents are that, hey, for me to get, I have to see that other person does not get it. If you have that kind of intent, there is a consequence for everything.
Oh, okay.
Manifestation is always there, but there is a consequence. Somebody is going to, it's always happening. For example, in a traffic light, you want green, your colleague also wants green. Both of them are coming from 2 different directions. Somebody has to get it, right? Both have to get it too. You know that both will get it, isn't it? But only one will get it one at a time in a situation like that. So that's how the universe is going to play it off. So it's looking at and saying, who should I give? What do you think it's going to do? Who is it going to give? Between the 2 of you come in, who is going to get the traffic, the green light? He's got this big picture to see. Just the way we make decisions, 2 employees want promotion, we're looking at and saying who is for the longer term is beneficial. So you make some kind of a call and say, okay, let me give to this person, and the other one I'm going to handle in some way, so that in the next iteration, in the next way, I'm going to satisfy them. Yes, we do that, isn't it? So it's also doing the same way. It is always working though. If there's 2 people come for promotion and both of them continuously pursue you, then you are going to take care of them. You know that. You're going to take care of them in some way. In a way that's satisfied with them. They want X, you'll give them maybe 0.9x or 0.8x in some way or the other. They're satisfied. So manifestation is always happening. Now the green is given to one, and then the other one is also going to get green, maybe slightly thereafter, right? So it's making the same choice that you're making here in a way that you feel is right for the longer term, or appropriate decision is also making the same. What is its decision is to experience life more. That's the only decision that it makes. Who in these 2 will make me more empowered to experience more of my life? The one who is trying to stop somebody else is perhaps in the last of its list. One who is trying to stop the other person is perhaps going to be the last in the list, unless that person has much bigger cause in hand to enable to experience a lot more life. So it's a complex decision, but the point I'm saying is that consequences are there, which are in the form of delayed manifestations or unexpected things that will come in your way because you're causing an effect with every thought you think. Okay. And so that's all it is. But every manifestation is working, always. The reason we feel it doesn't work for many people is because they give up too soon. Two people asked, one person got promotion, the other person gets rejected and says, yeah, manager is telling me something, but he doesn't believe, and he want to leave saying that, okay, give up. Now here the promotion is not there, now let me go off to somewhere else. This is how we give up. And then you go there, you change your goal, and then you've gone that side. But if he persisted, you and I know that he is always getting something, either that or something greater or something that is equal, that is satisfied enough. Isn't it? It's like that.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you for the question. Right. Friends, please feel free to ask questions or just share your thoughts on the concept. Yes, we have Shiv. Please unmute yourself.
Namaste, ma'am. Hello, Chandra sir. So I would like to share an experience which happened to me today. So I was unable to complete a task on time. So I was thinking if I could tell my lead that I could complete this by 3:30 p.m. today. I just was thinking about it, and we had a discussion in next few minutes with my lead, and she told me, why don't you take your time and complete it by 3:30 p.m. today? So I was surprised. I was just thinking maybe this is manifestation, but I was not sure.
Why are you not sure? Because you don't want to agree. You don't want to believe too quickly.
Yeah.
Logical mind doesn't want to accept. You say, oh, it's randomly, she must have thought at the same time.
Yeah.
Or you shift ending. That's the time your credits called beings or something. Whatever that is, then you put a lot of reasons to it.
I somehow, I just feel it's random, but I don't know. I'm still waiting for a few more evidences, maybe.
Good. That's how one should be. It should be experimentative. Without rejecting, that's the right word to say. What you just said, right? I'm looking to see some more evidences. Remove the word evidence and say, I'm looking for some more experiences. Evidence, still the word means that it is disbelief.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You have the Siddha model. Please unmute, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, Chandra sir. Lot of gratitudes. You explain observation, manifestation, then lead to physical reason. That you have very nicely explained. That I have doubt I could not understand properly. Observation, when we observe our thought as it is observation without anything. But manifestation, we have to intentionally visualize the particular goal which we want to achieve or take the reality. But observation is in neutral way. So I could not understand, sir. Kindly, if you can explain. Sorry.
Okay, I said observation manifests the possibility. Manifest is a verb here, right? Meaning creates the possibility. Observation is equal to thoughts and feelings. Observation creates the possibility, and observation is replace that with thoughts and feelings create the possibility. That's what we are saying. Thoughts and feelings is equal to your imagination. So your imagination creates the possibility. That's all we always say. Okay, now when I say observe your breath, now that observe is got a different meaning than the observation of the quantum field terms. Okay. Observe your breath is, you're absolutely right. It is subtle observation just by noticing that it is there. That's where we are using the word observe. Okay. Here in quantum field terminology, observe is at different degrees of observation. Visualization is at the highest level of observation, where you are absolutely going after it and after it, okay? So at some level, they are the same. One is a very, very subtle observation or putting your attention, but little bit, here is you're putting attention full. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. One more thing. Actually, my Deepak, that one thing, if, younger person introduced to this system, I think they can achieve a lot instead of in this, in the my age group, so many this, but I am definitely getting so many things. I'm clearing my this, and one more, and I have not to be judgmental as well as positiveness. I am trying to inculcate that type of habit. And sir, thank you for nicely explaining that quantum concept, and definitely I myself that I will also succeed. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Damodarji.
Okay, sir.
Each of us play a role. In a relay is never complete unless everybody plays a role.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Welcome. Okay, sir.
So if there is a wire which got 9 cables, even if one does not work, then the whole wire is of no use. So all of us have a role to play. In a family of 9 people, one person is not well, then the whole family is not well because they're suffering through that one person. Everybody's energy has to be equally strong, young and old alike. Right?
It is like a sir, bulb in series, as we illuminate in the time of this little like you have nicely explained, and definitely, sir, very.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Sir, we'll talk through later. Yes, 7:12.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Damodarji. We have no more hands. Oh, Vandana Madam, please unmute.
Is it okay to talk now?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm from Mumbai and I'm 50-year-old. Since few days, I did not believe that things can happen if the situation is something different, and you have to believe that it will be much better than believe nahi hota tha. So just one example, this Saturday on 4th of February, there was a music concert. Few of my friends insisted me to go there. It's IAGT. It's on Instagram and everywhere. So there was a music concert, but I told that I have some knee problems, so I won't be able to stand and I can't go. So I was visualizing, can I get some place to sit and enjoy that concert comfortably? The entire day I was just visualizing and imagining and feeling it. I had good time there. On my surprise of visiting that ground, there was a section of bean bags. The entire music concert, I saw on that beanbag with my legs stretched in that open air. Oh my God. So is that did I manifested it, or that was coincidence? So just so happy to share this, and this is how that belief gets confirmed. It's like, hota hai, aap try to karo. So just so happy to share that. Thank you.
Wonderful, Vandanaji. Before meditation, seeing is believing. After meditation, believing is seeing. We want to see to believe. That's the logic minded. We believe to see. That is the magic mind. Patriji's quote is just reminding. What do you say, Radhika?
Yes, definitely. And also what Chandra said, the feeling of abundance, seeing from feeling of abundance is where you can manifest, not from feeling of lack. So yes, believing is seeing. So I think, again, yes, we have our logical mind always questions like, is this a coincidence? Really? Did I manifest it? But yes, keep trying like that, then the belief will grow and you'll see more and more things coming through.
Thank you, Vandanaji. You are absolutely have manifested. That's good enough. Our life is made up of several small things, and our small things become one big. So that's what is happening. Not like the big things will change overnight. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow again. Thank you.
Thank you all. Music.
I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, I am. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told.
Thank you, friends. See you all tomorrow.